Meerah and the Wisdom of Money. It was a hot summer afternoon in the small town of Palampur. The sun was bright, the birds were quiet, and the streets were empty. Most people were resting inside their homes. Meerah, a curious 7-year-old girl, sat near the window with her chin in her palm. Her curly hair was tied in 2 tiny buns, and her face showed only one emotion: boredom. "Grandma," she groaned, "I'm so bored. There's nothing to do." Grandma was sitting in the corner of the room, rocking slowly in her wooden chair. Her silver hair was tied in a bun, and her big round glasses rested on the edge of her nose. She smiled gently. "Why don't you go play outside, Meerah? It's too hot, and Leah is at her friend's house. I have no one to play with." Grandma chuckled and said, Maybe today is the perfect day to tell you a story." Meerah's eyes lit up. "A story? Yes, please." Grandma leaned forward, picked up a large old comic book from the shelf, blew off the dust, and said, "This is not just any story. This is the comic tale of Ramu the Roti King, a silly boy who learned the hard way what money really means." Grandma opened the comic and began. Once upon a time in the funny town of Masti Nagar, Ramu was a lazy but cheerful boy. He loved only 2 things: eating rotis and sleeping under the banyan tree. His mother often scolded him. "Ramu, stop dreaming about food. You need to help in the shop." But Ramu just smiled and said, "Amma, why worry? I'll just eat rotis and chill. Life is simple." One day, his mother said, "Fine, if you don't want to work, go earn your own money and buy your rotis." Ramu laughed and said, "Ha ha, how hard can that be?" So, off he set out to find free money. Ramu walked into the village market and asked a shopkeeper, "Uncle, can I have some money?" The shopkeeper laughed. "Do you think money grows on trees?" "Maybe it does," said Ramu, and walked to the big peepal tree. He looked up and shouted, "Money, fall on me now." Nothing happened. A bird pooped on his head instead. A crowd that had gathered around him laughed. "Maybe money hides underground," Ramu said, and grabbed a spoon to dig holes in the ground. He was shocked as all he found were worms, and one of them, named Golu, teased him. "Even I'm searching for coins," said the worm. Ramu sighed. "This is harder than I thought." Sad and disappointed, the next day he headed for the stream. Instead of coins he had hoped for, Ramu only caught tiny wriggly fishes. It was such a long journey to the stream, and he had nothing to show for it. On his way from the stream, Ramu started weeping and feeling frustrated. A crowd gathered from afar and watched Ramu, looking to see the outcome of his trip to the stream. Some felt pity for him, but most laughed. Just then, a kind village uncle agreed to help him and warmly handed 5 coins to teary-eyed Ramu, gently encouraging him to use them wisely. Ramu used the 5 coins to buy heaps of rotis and enjoyed them under the banyan tree. After 2 days, the rotis were finished, and he went back to the uncle to ask for more money. "What? You mean you have spent all the 5 coins?" said the uncle. The uncle smiled. "Tough luck, roti boy. That's all I have to give you." Ramu cried, "But I'm still hungry." He went and sat under the banyan tree with a grumbling tummy. He came to a realization as he thought hard. "I had 5 coins. I spent them all on rotis without saving or thinking. Now I have nothing." Just then, a little girl came by, selling mangoes. Mangoes? Only 2 coins for 1 sweet mango. Ramu had no coins, but he had a brain. "Wait," he thought. "Maybe I can help her sell mangoes and earn some coins." So he shouted, "Fresh mangoes here!" sweet like first love. People laughed and bought mangoes. The girl gave Ramu 2 coins as thanks. Then Ramu helped an old uncle carry bags. He got 3 coins. Another time, he helped an old woman clean her water drums, and she gave him 2 coins. He also helped a cow cross the street. The cow didn't pay, but the shopkeeper gave him 2 rotis. This time, he spent 1 coin on roti, saved 3 coins, and gave the remaining 3 coins to his mother. Grandma closed the comic book and looked at Meerah. So, what do you think? Meerah laughed. Ramu is so silly, but he learned, right? Yes, said Grandma. He learned that money is not magic. You have to earn it, save it, and spend it wisely. But Grandma, asked Meerah, what is money really? Grandma smiled. Good question. Money is something people use to buy what they need or want. We earn money by working, and we use it to pay for food, clothes, school books, or even gifts. Meerah nodded slowly. And if we waste it on too many rotis, we'll go hungry later. Exactly, Grandma chuckled. That's why it's important to plan, save, and share when we can. Meerah sat up straight. Grandma, can I make some money too? Grandma smiled. Why not? What do you love doing? Meerah thought. I love drawing, and I love rotis too. So, Grandma and Meerah came up with an idea. They took old newspapers, made paper cones, and put Grandma's homemade masala rotis inside. Meerah added her cute drawings on each cone. They called it Meerah's Magic Rotis and sold them near the temple. People loved it. In 2 hours, they made 40 rupees. Meerah danced in joy. I'm rich. I'm Roti Queen. Grandma laughed. Now what will you do with your money? Meerah thought for a moment and said, I'll save 10 rupees, buy color pencils with 20, and give 10 rupees to the old uncle who sings outside the temple. Grandma hugged her tightly. You are not just smart, you have a big heart. That night, Meerah sat on her bed with her small coin pouch. Grandma, she whispered, thank you for the story. I never knew money could teach so much. Grandma tucked her in and kissed her forehead. Remember, little one, she said softly, money is just a tool. It is not the goal. Use it with wisdom, kindness, and joy, and you'll never be poor in life. Meerah smiled, her eyes closing slowly. Somewhere in her dreams, Ramu the Roti King was dancing, and a little worm was flipping golden coins under a mango tree. This story teaches that money has to be earned through helping others meet their needs or solve their difficulties. What morale did you learn? Share in the comment section.